In the glory days of network radio, we avidly followed the exploits of mysterious men with extraordinary powers. These men of mystery kept us glued to the Atwater Kent season after season.
Who knows what evil lurks in the hearts of men? The Shadow knows.
The Shadow, who aids the forces of law and order, is in reality Lamont Cranston, wealthy young man about town. Years ago in the Orient, Cranston learned a strange and mysterious secret, the hypnotic power to cloud men's minds so they cannot see him. Cranston's friend and companion, the lovely Margot Lane, is the only person who knows to whom the voice of the invisible Shadow belongs. Today's drama, Reflection of Death.
The Shadow, originally a character from pulp magazines, made his first appearance on radio in a crime show in 1930. But not until 1937 did the sponsor, Blue Coal, settle on the famous formula of an invisible man. In this episode, the wealthy young Mrs. John Craig seeks help from Lamont Cranston.
I know you helped people, Mr. Cranston.
Whenever I could.
John laughed at the whole thing.
John?
My husband. But I can't laugh. It's so clear.
It isn't to me.
Well, I'm sorry. Yesterday morning, we bought a mirror at an antique shop. The woman who sold it to us said there was a legend connected with it. That if you were gifted, you could see the faces of people about to die in it.
It's an old legend. Probably been told about thousands of mirrors.
I know. I didn't pay much attention to it. Well, anyway, the mirror was delivered in the afternoon and placed over my dressing table. Last night,
Yes?
I saw my father's face in it.
Well?
I could see his face in the mirror, not mine at all. I could see his face, and it was horrible.
In what way?
His face was distorted and crumpled. He looked as though he were dead.
Mrs. Craig, you mustn't let it upset you too much.
I'm sorry.
It must have been an illusion. Possibly you were tired or overwrought. Unconsciously, you were thinking of the story you'd been told about the mirror.
No, I wasn't tired. I wasn't overwrought. I was very happy. Mr. Cranston, please, will you come with me and look at the mirror?
Well,
Of course you will, Mrs. Craig.
where...
What is it?
Telegram, Mrs. Craig.
Oh, all right, Clemens, come in.
Western Union messenger just brought it, ma'am.
Oh, thank you, Clemens.
Yes, ma'am.
Excuse me. I wasn't expecting a telegram.
Go right ahead and read it. We've plenty of time.
Thank you. I didn't think that. Oh, no. No!
Miss Craig.
She did fade. The couch, Lamont.
Yes. Telegram. It's very short. Sent from upstate. Says, regret to inform you your father died this morning at Interlaken Hospital. Signed, head nurse. Her father, Mother.
Doctor's still with her. He's giving her a sedative to take later on.
I'm worried about her.
So's her husband. He's sitting at her bedside like a lost boy. He's nice. Lamont, was it a coincidence?
I don't know.
Mr. Cranston,
Oh, yes, Clevens.
you rang for me.
Yes, the mirror, the one over Mrs. Craig's dressing table?
A new mirror, sir.
That's right. It's to go up in the attic. At once.
But Mrs. Craig was so fond of it.
Nevertheless, I'd like to have you take it up to the attic right away.
Very well, sir.
I hate leaving her. It's nonsense. Her husband's here. She'll be given a sedative. All right, Margot, nothing can happen tonight. Let's go.
No. Eddie.
Now you can look into the mirror.
I don't want to.
Look into the mirror, Nancy Craig. Look into the mirror.
I don't want to. I love.
What do you see in the mirror, Nancy Craig?
I see a face.
Whose face do you see, Nancy Craig?
Face of cleverness. I don't want to.
What else do you see, Nancy Craig?
I see his neck. There's a rope around his neck. It's drawn tight.
The butler's fate is sealed. That same day, Lamont and Margot pay a short visit to Nancy Craig's hometown.
I don't mind telling you all I know, Mr. Cranston. I've been chief of police in this town for over 30 years, and I've done all right.
I'm sure you have, but...
All right, then listen. Pete Owens was a wealthy man and a good man. He came up here on a hunting trip and died from falling off Eagle's Nest Cliff, a couple of miles out of town. What he was doing there, nobody knows. He might have fallen off, he might have been pushed. That's all I know.
You've helped us, Chief. I don't know what Nancy Craig's father was doing upon that cliff either, but I think I know now whether he fell or was pushed. Come on, Margot. We have to get back to the Craigs. I have an appointment to keep. Craig. John Craig.
What? Who's that?
Come with me, Craig.
Who is it? What are you?
The shadow of guilt, murderer's fear. Follow me. Up to the attic.
Attic? No.
Come along, Craig. You know the way. You made others follow you.
What do you want with me?
I've something to show you.
I don't want to see it.
Now, Craig. Over there against the rafter.
What is it?
Get closer and you can see. Closer. There. Look at it in the moonlight. You can see now, can't you, Craig?
The mirror.
What do you see in the mirror?
No.
What do you see in the mirror?
My face. My own face in the mirror.
Yes. The face of a murderer, Craig. The murderer who killed Nancy's father, the one who pushed him off the cliff.
No.
The one who poisoned Clemens.
No.
You killed them both, so you'd inherit your father-in-law's fortune, didn't you, Craig? Didn't you?
All right. Maybe I did kill those two old fools, but you'll never prove it. I won't hang. I'll destroy the evidence. I'll smash this wretched mirror into 1,000 pieces. What are you laughing at?
It's too late, Craig.
Too late.
Yes. The mirror has already shown you your own reflection of death. Something Nancy herself said in her delirium. She said that she saw the faces in the mirror even though it was dark. It meant that Craig had used a very simple trick to fool her.
You mean into seeing those
Well,
faces?
the faces were really there. There were pictures of the people she saw. With the help of a tiny flashlight, they'd look very convincing in the shadows. Craig himself wore black, so Nancy could never see his reflection.
Yet he finally did see his own reflection, didn't he?
Yes, ma'am. At that moment, the murders came to an end. The end that comes to all murderers before they die.
The Shadow continued to air on the Mutual Network till December 26, 1954, and his echoes continue to haunt us and remind us.
The weed of crime bears bitter fruit. Crime does not pay. The Shadow knows.
Radio fans will remember that the Lone Ranger, the masked rider of the plains, had a nephew, Dan Reed, and that Dan had a son, Britt Reed, also known as the Green Hornet. Both men of mystery originated on WXYZ in Detroit from the famous team of producer George Trendle and the writer Fran Stryker.
With his faithful valet Cato, Britt Reed, daring young publisher, matches wits with the underworld, risking his life that criminals and racketeers within the law may feel its weight by the sting of the Green Hornet. Ride with Britt Reed in the thrilling adventure, Figure in the Photograph. The Green Hornet strikes again. Mike Axford, reporter on the Daily Sentinel, was on his way back to the Sentinel building, accompanied by one of the staff photographers.
As far as I'm concerned, this car is good enough for... Suffering snakes! There comes a fire truck behind us. I gotta pull over. Look at him go, would you? Must be a fire someplace.
I wouldn't be a bit surprised, Mike.
Huh? Oh, yeah. More trucks coming from the other way and turning down 3rd Street, looks like.
Hey, must be a big fire.
Big fire? You think so? Then that's for us. Maybe we'll get a scoop. You having your camera now?
Step on it. It'll be out before we get there.
Is that so now? We'll be there almost as soon as the firemen. Get your camera ready and hang on to your hat. If it's anything more than a chimney fire, the Daily Sentinel will have a scoop this night. I'll be name made Mike Axford. Pictures that should sure make a story. We'll head for the Sentinel right now.
Later that day, Britt Reed, publisher of the Daily Sentinel, learns that a fire marshal perished when the walls collapsed. The photographs reveal a figure wearing the white coat of a marshal leaving the burning building. A department store owned by one John Fairbury.
Well, see here, Niles. You shouldn't have come here this morning. I'd rather meet you elsewhere.
What's the difference, Fairbury? People don't know you hired me to...
Never mind. Why did you come?
Oh, just to remind you that I'm in need of dough. You must admit I did a complete job for you.
Yes, I admit that. But I want to be sure there's no slip-up before I pay off.
Here I go risk my neck getting out of that fire by sheer luck. You hold back on me.
You mean you were almost caught in the fire?
Right. After starting a good blaze, I was on my way out to the delivery chute at the back when I missed my initial cigarette lighter. I went back to find it.
Did you find it?
Well, not right away. I decided the fire had such headway, I'd better get out. And I saw a figure moving through the smoke with a flashlight.
Did he see you?
He saw me, all right. Just when I saw the lighter on the floor. Picked it up. He yelled at me. I saw he was a fire chief wearing a smoke mask. He rushed at me. I shot him. Shot creased his forehead and he fell. Took his hat and coat and went for the side window. I made it just as the wall fell in.
And you were responsible for his death?
Well, it was him or me.
I didn't expect anything like that. What if you were spotted getting out?
The falling walls drew everybody's attention. I beat it down the alley, took off the coat and hat, and made a getaway to my place. I hid the white coat and hat in my apartment. You see, Fairbury, I really earned that 10 grand you promised me.
You'll get paid as soon as I get the insurance, not before. And I hope no one gets a clue to what really happened. Or it'll be too bad for the both of us.
That night, the high-powered Black Beauty races through the darkness toward John Fairbury's apartment.
That infernal Niles. He should have phoned me by this time.
Why don't you phone him?
What? How did you get in?
The service door. Very simple, Fairbury.
You're the Green Hornet.
Yes. If you capture me, you'll save yourself $5,000.
Why have you come here? What do you want?
Maybe some information. Maybe to make a deal.
I can't tell you anything, and I don't deal with crooks.
I do. And I'm sure you can tell me everything I want to know.
Put down that gun. It makes me nervous.
It won't go off unless I want it to. How much did you pay for that job?
What job? I don't know what you're
Yes, you do. What was the deal?
Wait. Don't shoot that.
Then talk. Hurry.
What deal are you talking about?
Okay. You want to play guessing games. Listen. Maybe if I go out and get that bungling ape you hired to start that fire and leave him on the steps of police headquarters, you'll be sorry you didn't deal with me.
You know where he is?
What do you think? I found you, didn't I?
Look, I will make a deal with you, but I'll have to have time to think it over. Come back a little later and I'll...
Nothing doing. I gave you a chance. Now I'll go get that hired killer of yours and give the police a chance at him. No use bothering with you. So long, sucker.
Oh, wait. Come back. Listen to me. He's gone. I'd better warn Niles. What a position to be in. Hornet mustn't get to Niles.
Hello?
Niles, this is Fairbury.
What's bothering you? You seem upset.
The Green Hornet, he was just here. He knows everything. He just left on his way to get you.
What? Did you tell him?
I didn't tell him anything. He seems to know who you are and where you are. Now listen. Leave there right away. Put that helmet and coat in the valise and take them with you. Go right away to my cabin up the river. I'll meet you there.
Okay. Bring my dough along. I'll have to get away from this city.
Yes, I'll bring it. Leave right now. Goodbye.
Did you hear what he said?
Yes. Small amplifying device you invent is a wonder for hearing through walls. There. He's finished. I'll tell you what he said. Then we'll put the call through the police headquarters.
Green Hornet implicated. Read all about it. Green Hornet still at large. Gillespie,
And once more, the Daily Sentinel scoops every other paper and exposes the arson and murder. The Hornet continued to haunt public enemies till 1950 on ABC, and also on television and in the movies in later years. Remember that? For 17 seasons, it was the theme song for a show about missing persons.
Presenting Mr. Keen, Tracer of Lost Persons, in a new Mr. Keen series, in which the kindly old investigator will bring you his most celebrated cases. Tonight's case is entitled The Shrieking Prisoner Murder Case. Our scene opens in a large, old-fashioned home situated in a lonely section of New York City. It is night, and a young man is entering the darkened house.
Aunt Martha. Aunt Amy, are you at home? They're not here. What's that? Where is that screaming coming from? Oh, where's the door? It's so dark I can't see a thing. Don't point that gun at me. Put it down, do you hear? No! Don't shoot! No!
This drama spanned a full week on CBS in the early 50s, when the show that began in 1937 became a 15-minute serial.
Is this the office of Mr. Keene, the private investigator?
It is, ma'am. I'm his partner, Mike Clancy.
My name is Mrs. Jane Travers. I must see Mr. Keene at once. It's a matter of life and death. Mr. Keene.
You wish to see me?
I'm Mrs. Jane Travers. Something horrible has happened, and I've come to you hoping you can help me.
Has someone you know been murdered?
My husband, Donald. He was shot to death last night in the home of my two aunts. One of them may be under suspicion for the crime.
Please give me all the details, Mrs. Travers.
I have two unmarried aunts, Mr. Keene. My Aunt Martha Carson and my Aunt Amy. They hardly ever leave the house, and very few people get a chance to see them. Yesterday, my husband Donald went over there.
For any particular reason?
Well, I hadn't heard from my aunts in over 6 months, and I was worried about them. Donald went over to see my aunts. And the next thing I knew, the police notified me of his murder. We'd only been married 8 months, and we were so very happy.
Suppose you take us to your aunt's house, Mrs. Travers.
I have an unhappy job to do first, Mr. Keene. arrange for my husband's funeral. But I can give you the address and meet you there later.
The suspects are the two weird aunts, Miss Martha and Miss Amy, their brutish hired man, Luther, and one George Wheeler, whom Miss Amy planned to marry until Donald Travers exposed him as a fortune hunter.
Miss Martha, I have some news for you. I believe you've been robbed.
Robbed?
We found an open hole in the cellar wall and a $50 bill on the floor, which the thief must have dropped.
All our money was hidden inside that wall. Over $50,000. Oh, I've got to see. I've got to find out. Go on.
Now, Amy, I want to ask you some questions.
Questions?
You know that your niece's husband, Donald Travers, is dead.
Donald? He was shot to death downstairs in this house last night. Good. I'm glad Donald's dead. Glad, do you hear? I hated him.
Both you and your sister are under suspicion of murdering him, Amy. And so are the handyman Luther Prague and George Wheeler.
Don't blame George. You can't arrest George. I won't let you. I'll kill you first.
You didn't know I had a knife hidden inside my sash, did you, Mr. Keene?
I'll take the knife now.
Boss, are you all right? I heard Amy from downstairs. Did she try to use that knife on you, Mr. Keene?
For a moment, Mr. Wheeler, I thought she would. Mike, search George Wheeler.
What? Don't move, mister. Saints preserve us. Wheeler's pockets are loaded with $1,000 bills.
Which he stole from the Carson sisters' hiding place in the cellar. And George Wheeler is the man who murdered Donald Travers.
Do you think you can prove that, Mr. Keene?
I'm sure I can, Mr. Wheeler.
Boss, this fellow Wheeler must have been searching this house for that money when Donald Travers walked in and surprised him.
Yes, Mike. That's why he murdered Travers. But he still hadn't found out where the Carson sisters kept their fortune hidden.
I told him.
Amy, be quiet.
You told him, Amy?
Yes. George said he'd take me away and marry me if I told him where we had our money hidden. You will marry me now, won't you?
You mad woman, let go of me.
George Wheeler will get the electric chair for the murder of Donald Travers.
Plenty of screaming in that episode and plenty of explanation for the not-too-keen listeners. The show lasted till 1955 on CBS. Just as the Green Hornet sprang from the same shop as the Lone Ranger, so Mr. Chameleon, another man of mystery, came from the same source as Mr. Keene, tracer of lost persons. Anne and Frank Hummert, the legendary team of writers who invented the soap opera formula, also wrote both Mr. Keene and Mr. Chameleon.
Tonight we again present the famous Mr. Chameleon of Central Police Headquarters in his famous cases of crime and murder. Mr. Chameleon, as you know, is the famous and dreaded detective who frequently uses a disguise to track down a killer, a disguise which at all times is recognized by the audience. Tonight we give you Mr. Chameleon in The Perfect Maid Murder Case. The scene opens in one of New York's most fabulous mansions, the home of Raymond Colby. And we see a young woman about to leave. Her hand is on the knob of the front door when she is interrupted by a maid whom we hear saying the words that lead to a gruesome, fantastic murder.
Excuse me, Miss Laura. Can I see you a moment before you go?
I haven't any time now, Fanny.
But this is important, Miss Laura. Terrible important.
Well, what is it then?
I want to give my notice, Mum.
Your notice? You mean you're leaving? Well, I thought you were a fixture in this house, Fanny.
But that's just it, Mum. I am a fixture here.
Then what's this talk about giving notice? What's wrong? If it's more wages...
Oh, it's not that, Mum. It's that...
Yes?
It's that I'm going to marry your father.
Your what?
Going to marry your father, that's what.
This is the most outrageous thing I've ever heard in my life.
Oh, it is it? Well, let me tell you, I'm as good as you are.
Pack up your things and get out of this house as fast as you can.
I'm not packing, and I'm not leaving. I'm marrying into this house. Just put that in your pipe and smoke it.
Poor Fanny Bilkins, the perfect maid, is soon found with her throat viciously slashed. The suspects are Laura Colby and her snooty brother John, their fabulously wealthy father, Raymond Colby, and Fanny's father, Eddie, a lowlife from Australia, who turns up at police headquarters with a bag of jewelry from the Colby mansion.
Hello?
Mr. Chameleon, this is John Colby.
Yes?
Most of my dead mother's jewelry has been stolen.
Who discovered the loss, John?
Our butler did. Caught the robber in the act, but he got away. Can you come out here right away?
Not just now, John. You said only part of your mother's jewelry was stolen?
The butler came in the room just in time to save the rest.
I have got the stolen jewels, John. And the robber, too.
You've got the jewels and the robber both?
I'm pretty positive I have, John. But I want to make sure before I definitely charge the man that we're holding.
Well, what do you mean, Mr. Chameleon?
Instead of coming myself, John, I'm going to send one of our expert jewel men out there. And he'll bring the jewels I have here out, too, for identification.
Can't you come yourself?
I'm sorry, I'm not a jewel expert. I'm sending our head man, Pierre-Antoine, out right away. And then I'll follow later. Goodbye, John.
Evening, everybody. This gentleman is the police department's jewel expert. Mr. Chameleon sent him out.
Pierre-Antoine at your service. May we all sit down? Or perhaps you, Mademoiselle Laura, will be so kind as to bring the remaining jewels from the robbery for me to see?
Sorry, Monsieur Antoine, but Mr. Chameleon ordered me to arrest this lady and her brother and bring them back to headquarters.
But that is absurd, Detective Arnold. Surely Mr. Chameleon is making a mistake.
Mr. Chameleon is a fool.
We won't go, Laura. Detective Arnold can't arrest us without a warrant.
Here's the warrant, John. Better come quietly.
John, you can only cause yourself and Laura trouble by not going with Detective Arnold.
But, Father...
You've got the right idea, Mr. Colby. Now, come on, John and Laura. No point getting tough about it.
My compliment to Mr. Chameleon, Detective Arnold.
Mr. Antoine, did you bring the jewels recovered from the man who robbed my safe?
In this very bag, Monsieur Colby. The robber was the father of the housemaid murdered here today. Your fiancé, I'm told.
Hand over those jewels, Chameleon.
What?
Shut up, Chameleon. I'm doing the talking now. Give me that bag, quick. They're the only evidence you've got that I killed that infernal housemaid, Fanny Bilkins. Now, let's have them.
When I take you in, Raymond Colby, it'll be for 2 murders. Through a careful study of police records extending from New York to Sydney, Australia. You murdered the woman who owned those jewels, Lady Ashton Burl, in Australia 5 years ago.
That's past history, Chameleon, but suppose I did.
The one living man who knew you did was your murdered housemaid's father, a petty criminal named Ed Bilkins. And he followed you here, forced you to hire his daughter Fanny as a maid in your house, and then blackmailed you into a promise to marry her with your mysteriously and criminally acquired wealth.
Anything else, Chameleon? You've got 30 seconds left.
Only this, Raymond. Colby? What? Oh, why did I have to become a policeman?
Mr. Chameleon first appeared on CBS in July of 1948, more than 10 years after Mr. Keene, and enjoyed 5 years of popularity.
The Whistler.
Unlike Mr. Keene and Mr. Chameleon, the Whistler never played the role of detective. Instead, this man of mystery whispered ominously to the murderer and played on his doubts and fears, or drew him into a trap from which there was no escape. The stories were complex and well acted, and always ended with a strange twist.
I am the Whistler, and I know many things, for I walk by night. I know many strange tales, hidden in the hearts of men and women who have stepped into the shadow. Yes, I know the nameless terrors of which they dare not speak.
In this operatic story, The Last Curtain, soprano Oriane Donati plans to cancel her contract with Giulio Cassini, director of the Los Angeles Opera Company, and leave her beautiful daughter Felice to continue her singing career in the chorus. Oriane will elope with her lover Charles, until she learns from little Peppo, the property man, that her roles will be sung by her arch-rival, Kitty Brock. The Whistler speaks.
The thought that Julio has taken you at your word about leaving the company infuriates you, doesn't it, Oriane? That he would sign someone else before you've even given the final release on your contract. And of all people for him to choose, Kitty Brock, a woman you've never liked. Since you refused to cancel your contract, you continue to sing your roles. Then a few days later, you learn even more about Kitty. It's during a lull in the rehearsal while you're standing in the wings that Peppo, the property man of the company, whispers the unpleasant news in your ear.
My lady.
Huh? You? What are you doing sneaking about?
I would like to tell you how pleased I am that you remain with the opera after all.
Oh, go away, Peppo.
No, it is a wise decision you make, Madonna. That Porco, he's not worthy of you.
Porco? How dare you speak of my beloved in that manner? Go about your business, wretch. I must sing in a moment.
Yes, my lady, sing. Give your love to music. Do not waste it on him who deceives.
Deceives?
I speak the truth, my lady. It is him whom you would call husband that deceives you. He has been seeing her these past weeks. I know. I followed them.
Her? Who? Speak up.
It is the other. The one with the voice of a goat.
Kitty? Oh, no. Peppo, if you speak falsely, I kill you.
No. I speak the truth. Please. They are in love.
Oh, is it her design to make me out a fool? To take all that is mine? No. Oh, no, I shall not let her do that.
Then I beg of you, listen to what I have to say. Look, after tonight, Madame Brock will bother you no longer.
What are you saying, Peppo?
In the room where I keep my props, there is a mirror. A mirror especially created for the use of Madame Cazzana.
A mirror?
Yes. But, such a mirror. And so practical.
You're speaking in riddles, old man. Explain yourself.
Well, the mirror, the glass, was treated in such a way that a high-pitched trill or vibrato would instantly explode it in one's face. Especially if one is accustomed to singing into one's mirror, like the good Faust Margherita.
But you kept the mirror?
Yes. I was certain that someday it would serve its purpose.
Oh.
In a jealous rage, Orion accepts the fatal mirror, adds it to the props for the evening performance of Faust, and broken-heartedly boards the train for New York.
About 10 o'clock, you step out of your compartment, start down the narrow corridor toward the club car, and then suddenly your ears become alert. Your brain starts spinning wildly as two voices emerge from a compartment up ahead.
Oh, come along, darling.
That's Kitty Brock's voice. What is she doing on this train?
A moment later, you see her step into the corridor, followed by Charles. You stand there dumbfounded, unable to move, unable to think.
Kitty, don't you think we ought to wire Julio?
When we arrive in New York, we'll be soon enough.
Do you think he'll be mad because we eloped? Missing the performance tonight, I mean.
He'll be furious, of course. But who cares?
I doubt very much if Orion will ever sing for Cassini again.
Yeah, that's true, I suppose. Well, it's Felice. She's quite good, you know.
Felice? Who is...
Orion's daughter. You didn't know.
Felice. Felice? Oh, no.
Oh, but Felice will have to sing. She's the only one left who knows the rules.
Conductor!
Yes, ma'am?
I must get off the train immediately. You must stop.
Oh, I'm sorry, ma'am.
I've got to get back to Los Angeles.
Well, we'll be in Pasadena in a few minutes. You can get off there, take a cab.
What time is it now?
10 minutes after 10, ma'am.
All right. I get off at Pasadena.
It's a race against time, isn't it, Oriane? The minutes tick away, precious minutes. And finally your cab roars into downtown Los Angeles. You must reach the opera before the jewel song begins. Before your daughter Felice, as Margherita, sings into the deadly mirror you had hoped would shatter in Kitty Brock's face. Then, as you're within half a block of the Opera House.
Driver, what's the matter? Why are you stopping?
Sorry, lady, I can't run over the car in front of me.
All right. Here's your fare. Keep the change. I run the rest of the way. I must get backstage before 10:40.
Well, lady, you can't get out here. Be careful.
A small crowd had gathered near the Opera House, stunned by the news of the tragedy. They saw Giulio Cassini slip out the side entrance with Felice Donati. They watched the sobbing girl, a handkerchief covering her face, being assisted toward the waiting ambulance.
Now, my dear, everything will be all right. Please, let us through. Here, take it easy, please. Now, we're all right. Please.
Hours later, in the hospital waiting room, Giulio Cassini, hands clasped behind his back, stood by the window staring out into the night. The room was quiet except for the gentle sobbing of the woman who sat nearby. Giulio turned, placed his hand on her shoulder, and then a door opened softly. A white-clad figure stepped out into the hall and approached them.
Doctor? Doctor, how is she?
Mr. Giulio Cassini?
Yes. Will she be all right?
Well, she'll pull through okay. But her face was cut quite badly by the glass.
Oh, may we see her now, Doctor?
This is Felice, Doctor, the injured lady's daughter. May we go in?
For a moment, yes. Come along.
Thank you.
Mr. Cassini.
Yes?
Do you know how this accident happened?
According to the cab driver, Orion jumped from her taxi, started to run toward the Opera House, saying she had to get there before 10:40. She did not see the car approaching.
10:40?
Yes, that is just the time when the jewel song starts.
And that's when Beppo rushed onto the stage, stopped the show. He grabbed the mirror from me and broke it into 1,000 pieces.
The Whistler offered atmosphere, mystery, clever stories, and first-rate acting for 13 years on CBS, from 1942 through 1955. For many of those years, the whistling was done by a woman. Unlike the Whistler, the mysterious traveler remained aloof from his characters and let the dramatic stories unfold at their own pace. He introduced mind-bending tales of science fiction, demonic possession, and murder most foul, always as if talking informally to a fellow traveler on a train.
This is a mysterious traveler inviting you to join me on another journey into the realm of the strange and the terrifying. I hope you will enjoy the trip, and it will thrill you a little and chill you a little. So settle back, get a good grip on your nerves, and be comfortable, if you can, as I bring you the strange and chilling stories so many of you have asked to hear again. I call it Behind the Locked Door.
In a state of great agitation, a man known only as Martin tells a frightful tale to his fiancée, Kathy Evans. He has just returned from exploring a desolate cavern along the Colorado River with his mentor, Professor Stevens. A cavern that contained the skeletal remains of a large wagon train bound for the gold rush 100 years before. Venturing deeper into the cavern, they discover piles of fish bones beside an underground river. Could survivors of the doomed wagon train have continued to live on fish? Without warning, Professor Stevens is attacked.
Suddenly, I awakened in the darkness to hear the professor screaming.
Martin, help me! Turn on the flashlight!
Frantically, I fumbled in the darkness, but I couldn't find it. Then suddenly, I was shot. By the flashes of the gun, I could see the professor struggling with a huge, dark figure. And suddenly, all was quiet, except for the professor's moans. As I crawled toward him, in the darkness, my hand struck the flashlight. I turned it on, and there was the professor.
Martin, I think I'm wounded.
You're bleeding badly. Let me stanch your wounds.
Too late. Leave at once. At once.
But what about you? Professor? Professor! I felt his heart, but there was no beat. I staggered to my feet, shined my flashlight around until I found the professor's markings. I stumbled wearily along the marked passageway, trying not to remember my last glimpse of the professor's face. I hadn't gone more than 100 yards when suddenly my flashlight flickered and went out. As I stood alone in the darkness, rats scampering past, I fought to keep from screaming. The darkness seemed to become heavier and more oppressive with each passing moment, and I had the feeling something was silently approaching. I backed up against the passage wall and waited, my eyes straining in the darkness, and then suddenly I was leaped upon by a wild fury. I threw my arms up as razor-like claws raked my face and neck. Again and again I charged the savage was knocked aside, and I could feel the blood streaming down my face and neck. And then suddenly the deathly clawing ceased as my attacker turned to ward off something in the dark. As I sank to my knees, I was dimly aware of a fierce fight taking place, and then consciousness left me. Later. How much later, I have no way of knowing. I became aware of a heavy, calloused hand washing my face and neck with water. I winced in pain as the water flowed into the deep cuts, and then suddenly I remembered all. And remembering all, became aware of the calloused hand washing my face and the presence of someone beside me in the darkness. Who are you? Well, can't you speak? Say something. A noise came from its throat that was more that of an animal than a human being. Do you have a name? It spoke. It seemed to repeat the word name, though I couldn't be sure. And faint from the loss of blood, I closed my eyes and fell asleep. When I awoke, my face and neck felt stiff and painful. It seemed to sense I was awake, for as I opened my eyes and stared into the darkness, it came to my side. My hand brushed against its hand, and I could feel the sharp, claw-like fingers on it. I reached out in the darkness. As I touched its face, it bit my hand. I tried to get to my feet, but it placed a strong hand on my shoulder and held me down. At that moment, I realized that not only was it my savior, but my jailer as well. I lost all track of time. Now and then, it would leave me, and I would cautiously get to my feet to steal off, but no sooner had I taken more than a few steps than it would be there at my side, forcing me to return to the bank of the river. I spent my every waking moment trying to think of a way to escape. And then, when my despair was greatest, an idea came to me. The professor had said that the underground river I lay beside emptied into the Colorado River. Though the odds were 100 to 1 against my surviving, I knew it was the only possible way of escape. Slowly, I crawled a few remaining feet to the edge of the river and, leaning over, started to wash my face. I could sense that it was watching me. I leaned forward a few inches more and fell into the river. As I came up for air in the swift-flowing water, I heard a splash beside me. A moment later, I felt its arms around me. The current swept us along with breathtaking speed, and as we clung to each other, I discovered that it couldn't swim. For what seemed hours, the river swept us along in the darkness, and I felt myself losing consciousness as I attempted to keep the two of us above water. When I regained consciousness, Kathy, we were both lying on a sandbar in the Colorado River.
Darling, you're delirious from your wounds. You need a doctor.
I wish it were simple as all that.
You're feverish. You need care.
Go away, Kathy. Go away.
How can I? Leaving you alone like this?
Don't you understand? I'm not alone. She's here.
She's here?
Yes. Didn't I tell you? It turned out to be a she.
You're out of your mind. You don't know what you're saying.
I first saw her that first time. Lying unconscious on that sandbar, my first instinct was to leave her there, but how could I? She had saved my life in the cavern and then jumped into the river when she thought I was drowning, even though she couldn't swim herself.
Martin, I want you to get a grip on yourself.
Just as I was dependent on her in the dark, she's dependent on me in the light. She's blind. She can't speak, yet she...
Stop talking like that. What are you staring at? Huh? Is there anyone in that bedroom? Why is the door locked? Give me the key to the door.
Kathy, go
Give
away.
it to me. Thank you. Perhaps when you see the room is empty, you'll be willing to return to town for medical treatment. There. I told you.
This is the mysterious traveler again. Did you enjoy our trip? What's that, madam? You want a description of what Kathy saw when she opened that bedroom door? Well, you might ask Kathy. The only trouble is the poor girl gets hysterical when you question her about the occupant of that bedroom. I suggest you write a letter to the Museum of Horrors for a full description. They consider the Woman of the Mountain as their star exhibit. Because when she... Oh, you'll have to get off here. I'm sorry. But I'm sure we'll meet again. I take this same train every week at the same time.
The usual tantalizing ending to stories told by this man of mystery, who traveled for 9 years, 1943 through 1952, always unsponsored, on the Mutual Radio Network. The man of mystery created by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle fared splendidly on radio. Sherlock Holmes had a 25-year run on several networks, with many writers, storylines, sponsors, and actors, including briefly Orson Welles. Here's a famous story from 1945.
And now I know Dr. Watson's waiting for us, so let's go in and join him.
Come in.
Good evening, Dr. Watson.
Good evening, Mr. Bartell.
Well, Doctor, you told us last week that tonight's story centered around the activities of a brilliant and beautiful woman.
Yes, my boy. Her name was Irene Adler, but I never knew Holmes to refer to her by any other name than the woman.
She sounds mighty intriguing. How did you happen to meet up with her?
Well, I'll tell you the story from the beginning.
Yes, in the mid-40s, Harry Bartell, the show's announcer, broke the time barrier and questioned Dr. Watson about the case. It was one of the most celebrated, A Scandal in Bohemia, starring Basil Rathbone and Nigel Bruce.
I'm not interrupting you, am I?
Yes, you are, old fellow, but it's a most welcome interruption.
You're working on a new case?
It looks like it. This letter arrived by the last post today. It's undated and has neither signature nor address. Read it.
Look. There will call upon you tonight at 7:45 a gentleman who desires to consult you upon a matter of the very deepest moment. Your recent services to one of the royal houses of Europe have shown that you are one who may safely be trusted. This account of you we have from all quarters received. Be in your chamber, then, at that hour, and do not take it amiss if your visitor wears a mask. Great Scott, it all sounds very mysterious. What do you imagine it means?
Look carefully at the note, Watson. What do you deduce from it?
Oh, let's see. Well, the man who wrote it was presumably well-to-do. Such paper couldn't be bought for under half a crown a packet.
It's not an English paper at all. The man who wrote the note is a German.
Well, how do you know that?
Observe the curious construction of the sentence. This account of you we have from all quarters received. A Frenchman or a Russian could not have written that. It's the German who is so discourteous to his verbs.
Oh, there's your client now. I'd better go home.
No, unless you have to.
Oh, I could stay. I thought perhaps...
Oh, then, my dear chap, stay by all means. I'm lost without my Boswell, and this promises to be interesting. I told Mrs. Hudson to let the masked visitor come upstairs unannounced.
Come in. Good evening, sir.
You received my note?
Yes, indeed. Come in, won't you? Sit down. This is my friend and colleague, Dr. Watson. Whom have I the honor to address?
You may address me as Count von Kram.
How do you do, sir?
You must excuse this mask that I wear. The august person who employs me wishes his agent to be unknown to you. And I may confess at once that the title by which I have just called myself is not exactly my own.
I was well aware of that fact, sir.
You see, Mr. Holmes, the matter I'm about to discuss implicates the great house of Ormstein, hereditary kings of Bohemia.
That had not escaped me either, sir. In fact, if you will state your case, I shall be better able to advise you. Your Majesty.
The masked visitor was no less a person than the King of Bohemia on the eve of his marriage to an innocent princess. The king seeks help from Holmes in retrieving a damaging photograph of himself with Irene Adler, an American adventuress and entertainer with blackmail on her mind. To get information about Adler, Holmes and Watson disguise themselves as stable hands and eavesdrop on her secret marriage to one Geoffrey Norton, a barrister. Holmes is paid a sovereign to serve as witness. He then hatches one of his most famous schemes, involving a disguise, a small but well-rehearsed crowd, and Dr. Watson as an accomplice.
There comes the carriage now. Remember, Watson, carry out my orders to the letter.
You can trust me.
Good luck.
Blimey, here comes the Duchess of Tiddling. Let's put out a carpet. She might get her tootsies wet.
Oh, put a sock in it, Elfie.
Leave him alone. She's no better than she ought to be.
Move out of the way, please, and let the lady through.
Mind your own business. Just because your collar's turned the wrong way round, you can't spoil our fun. That's right, Eddie. Keep your nose out of it, Parson.
Yes.
Please don't fight about it.
No, I'll tell you what I can... Stop molesting the lady, please.
Do you? Then how would you like a biff on the nose?
Oh, he hit the poor man, and then he ran away, the coward. Is the clergyman badly hurt?
He hit his head, Mum, as he fell. If you ask me, he's that bad. He's bleeding something terrible. Can we bring him in, Mum? He can't lie here in the street.
Oh, why, of course. Bring him in.
Right you are, Mum. Here, Bert. Right, hand with a hand. Oh, here.
Coo, poor fella. Did you see what happened to him, mister?
Yes, I saw, my good woman. A very convincing demonstration.
What you mean?
Weren't you paid by a certain gentleman for this performance?
Oh, you knows about it, too. You must be a friend of Mr. Sherlock Holmes.
Yes, I am.
Oh, nice gentleman. He give us 5 bob apiece for tonight's work. We ain't through yet, though. We got to start yelling fire when somebody tells us.
I'm that somebody, my dear lady. There's Mr. Holmes now. He's inside the house.
Yes, he's opening a window.
Now he's raising his hand. That's my signal. Now to throw the rocket. There we are. Fire! Holmes, there you are. You have the photograph?
No, but I know what it is. She showed me, as I told her she would.
Oh, I'm still in the dark.
There's no mystery, old chap. When my accomplices started around the street, I had a little moist red paint in my hand. My good friend Alfie pretended to strike me. I clapped my hand to my head and fell down. It's an old trick.
Yes, I understand that, but how did my throwing the rocket help you?
It's all important, my dear fellow. When a woman thinks her house is on fire, her instinct is at once to rush for the thing that she values most. A married one grabs her baby. An unmarried one reaches for a jewel box. In this case, of course, it was the photograph.
Where was it?
In a recess in the living room, just above the right-hand bell pull. I caught a glimpse of it as she drew it out. When I made it known that the fire was a false alarm, she replaced the photograph. As soon as I was able to, I advised her that I was feeling well enough to leave.
You didn't take the photograph, then?
No, I felt that over-precipitance at this stage might ruin everything.
What do we do now?
Drive to the Langham Hotel and inform His Majesty of what has happened. Then return with him here. After that, my dear chap, the case will be ended.
This is Brownie Lodge, Your Majesty.
I'm all impatience. You are certain the photograph will still be there, Mr. Holmes? I have every reason to believe so, Your Majesty.
I must confess this is going to be something of an ordeal.
Then I suggest that you let me do the talking, Your Majesty. I think I know how to handle the lady.
Mr. Sherlock Holmes, I believe.
Yes, I am Mr. Holmes, but how did you know?
My mistress told me you would be likely to call. She has left for the continent with her husband.
You mean she's left England?
Never to return.
Then the papers and the photograph. Oh, all is lost.
We'll soon see. Follow me.
You said you'd be looking for something. I hope you find it.
Is the photograph there, Mr. Holmes?
There is a photograph, Your Majesty, but it's a photograph of the lady alone. Here's a letter, and it's addressed to me.
What does it say, Holmes?
My dear Mr. Sherlock Holmes, you really did it very well. Until after the fire alarm, I had no suspicion. But then when I realized how I had betrayed myself, I began to think. I'd been warned that if the king employed an agent, he would certainly employ you. May I congratulate you on your disguise as a dear old clergyman?
Oh, Scott, he was much more clever than you thought, Holmes.
Yeah, go on. What else does it say?
And my husband and I both thought that the best recourse was flight. So you will find the nest empty. As to the photograph of the king and myself, His Majesty may rest in peace. I love and am loved by a better man than he. I leave another photograph, however, that he might care to possess. And I remain, dear Mr. Sherlock Holmes, very truly yours, Irene Norton, née Adler. What a woman, Watson. What a woman. What a magnificent woman. She fooled me completely.
I know that Irene's word is inviolate. The incriminating photograph is now as safe as if it were in the fire. I am immensely indebted to you. Pray tell me in what way I can reward you. This beryl ring that I wear, I should be proud.
Your Majesty has something that I should value even more highly.
You have but to name it.
This photograph, sir.
Irene's photograph? But certainly. However, you must let me give you something more substantial.
No, Your Majesty. This is something I shall treasure all my life. This and a golden sovereign I received from the lady's hand. They will remind me that I was once tricked by a woman. A woman that I shall never forget.
Rathbone and Bruce first played Holmes and Watson in October of 1939 on the NBC Blue Network, the same year as their first Sherlock Holmes movie. 6 glorious seasons followed. Many great men of mystery, Mr. Keene, Mr. Chameleon, The Whistler, The Mysterious Traveler, and The Shadow, faded with the demise of network radio. Unlike them, Sherlock Holmes seems to be alive and well on TV and film, with many happy reruns yet to come.